And this is the stamp of the month. And I think it's called Happiness Never Grows Old. Very apropos right now. Let's get out of 2020. Alright, so tonight we're going to be using this beautiful sentiment. And I'm going to emboss it here. And this is one of the Cricut cuts that comes of $10, and you get several images that coincide with the paper collection, which is Serenity. And this is die cut to put on here for the layer. So I tried to prepare everything to make it a short but informational video, so you don't have to. You can watch it over and over, not a lot of different things that you don't need to know. So I'm just going to stamp a border with this little stamp to give it some texture and dimension and interest, so it's not just a plain background. And Close to My Heart tries to include little stamps like this that are usable in a lot of different ways. And I'm using toffee paper, and this is toffee ink. Okay, so that's good. Now I also put a little border around the outside with my shimmer brush. And I'm not going to do that now. I probably should have embossed it first, but I think it'll be okay. Our dye ink dries really fast, so I don't think the embossing powder will stick to it, but if it does, you'll know don't do what I did. So we'll see. Okay, so I used the anti-static pad, rubbed it on there, so hopefully nothing will stick. The embossing powder will only stick where I put the embossing ink, which is the Versamark ink, which is great pad for embossing. And I'm going to put this near the top because I'm going to put my flower down here. And it looks like it's stamped good. It's a clear ink, so you can't really see it. And I need a piece of scrap paper. Always forget something. Okay. Let's see if I can find a clean one. This one looks like it's one I used before. Sprinkle on your embossing powder, and this is gold embossing powder. Available through Close to My Heart, but it is a Ranger product. So, and I do see I got some powder that's stuck there. So I'm gonna get a little paintbrush and just whisk those away. I'm gonna use a fine paintbrush for that. Real soft one. Let's see if I can find one that is controllable. Looks like just a little hair or something. Looks like I got it. Okay. And I've done something on the stamp, who knows. So I was worried about it sticking where I had the ink, and it didn't stick at all to that. Okay. So if you emboss a lot, which is really coming back in style now, get yourself a little box, cardboard box or wooden box. It helps to keep your paper or whatever you're embossing so it doesn't fly all over. Excuse the loud noise here with the heating gun. It won't take very long. I tried to heat it up before I started videoing so that we wouldn't have to wait forever. Okay. So, got that done. Oh, look at that. I did it on this instead of the blue. Alright, ladies. This is what we have to do again. Okay, so think instead of talk. Okay, very nice. Alright, we have two beautifuls. And I already stamped it with the intense black, colored it the same way as I did last night. So if you want to see how I colored that, just go ahead and watch that video from last night where I did the first card. And that'll explain all that. I could have actually put these on, huh? Alright, now one thing when you're mailing cards, No. Sometimes you get a card that comes apart. Okay, so tape adhesive is wonderful, but it's not as secure as liquid. Okay, so if you have some spots on your paper that didn't get a lot of adhesive on it, just reinforce it with your liquid. Make sure you have the same side. Let's see, oh, that's, maybe this is the same? This side, okay. Make sure that you secure it with something, because you don't want it to go to a recipient and fall apart, right? So I just add a little of the liquid around the corners, make sure the corners stay down. So if they get caught on anything, especially if they put a gift card, if I put the gift card in there, you don't want it to get caught on the layers and have anything pull up. So, all right. So let's see, where is it here? Let's put this together. And I like the liquid too, because that gives me time to maneuver it on my base. Gives me just a little bit of wiggle room. But the tape will, oh goodness. Can you believe I did that? Hang on. Sure I see this. Having this black Versamat really helps to line it up on the white. Alright. And you know that is not going to come up. Alright. Now I'm going to put this one down. And also when you heat emboss, you might get a little paper warping. After I put this card together, I put it underneath this Versamat and leave it there like overnight, and it flattens it right out. I don't want to get a card that's warped, right? But sometimes you can't avoid the warping no matter what you do. You can hold your embossing gun farther away and all that, but paper has moisture in it, so the moisture causes the warping in your paper. Alright, so there is that. And this, I'm going to put it on here. And this is another part where your liquid glue comes in handy. And I think I mentioned it last night. Put your piece down, put your glue on it, and then put this on top. Don't put the glue on here and then try and put it down, because it has more tendency to smear. I have found. Because I smear everything. As you can see, all over everywhere. Okay. So, beautiful. And if you see a spot that maybe it didn't adhere to, maybe you didn't get glue in that spot or whatever, you can always put some on there. Do it from the underside. You only need such a small amount. I just don't want it to seep. Okay. So, it's just going to go on here. So let's do our line with our shimmer brush. See, I just made this line around the outside there. And I actually did that after I put this layer on, and I don't want to do it after this time. I want to do it before so I can make it straighter, and it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be precise, it's not what I'm going for. I'd never get it, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Oh no, I can see some glue seepage, but it'll dry. So it's going to go on there like that. Now another thing, we have to adhere this down. And I'm going to use liquid here because it's going to need really good adhesive property when you take the card, a gift card in and out. Okay, so that's good. We'll go on there. Then we're going to overlap, so they'll get a surprise when they open the card, because it'll look like the whole thing will open, and it doesn't. So and you know, it really doesn't look like much until you put that flower on, does it? And I'm going to put a little glue on all these leaves so that they stay stuck down. And I don't want to do it on the bottom leaves though, because they're going to be freaking out. Okay. And because I use the liquid, I can maneuver it a little bit so that I know that it is going to be centered. Okay. There we go. And now this flower fits perfect with this beautiful. The F goes in that little cut there. And it just frames it really good. It fits right in there perfect. It was really nice to see that. Okay, so let's glue that down. Oh, I gotta make sure I don't have it. That's gonna be okay. Beautiful. Alright, now this one's going to be here. And we'll pop it up on pop foam adhesive. I usually use more for the inside than I do for making the shaker cards. Oh. I've got some leaves. Right. Just advance it up a little bit farther. It's so pretty. It is just so pretty. It's so, so pretty in real life. How about some splatter? We will. Let's get it going here. There we go. Nice splatter. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. That's the second card. So you get 2 of these and 2 of these with the stamp of the month purchase. $50 purchase will get it for $5. VIPs will get it for free. And I really appreciate your business. I know times are busy right now with Christmas, but we got to keep the little people in business, right? I enjoyed doing these videos, and I hope you like them too. Okay, thanks a lot.